Welcome everyone to episode 26 of the People's Podcast. I'm James here, my wonderful co-host here, Alex.
How's it going, my friend? Been a while.
It's going pretty good. Yeah, we missed a week. We got mixed up and back up in schedules. I'm back in school. We have jobs and other personal life.
Dude's got to work, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't have enough followers to retire yet. Maybe next episode.
Hey, I saw on TikTok we're almost at 900, so
yeah.
making moves.
Yeah. Even Instagram, dude. Instagram's got a couple followers this week, which is pretty rare for Instagram.
Twitter, we're almost up to 6, which is cool.
Yeah.
So
slowly getting there. Maybe by shit.
Uh-oh, we lost James's light.
Oh, that's too bright now.
He turned into the Undertaker real quick. Ready for a surprise debut.
So, shall we get into it with some pay-per-view reviews?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. So, obviously, it's been a couple weeks since we talked last, and a couple pay-per-views have happened since then. We had Forbidden Door back in late June, and then we had Clash in Paris a week and a half ago, I think, if I remember correctly. But let's talk about them a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll start with Forbidden Door since that happened first.
Okay.
So I can pull up the card here, but while I'm doing that, if you just want to give your overall thoughts.
Yeah, it was good. Good show. It wasn't the best AEW pay-per-view.
I feel like AEW is held to such an ungodly standard when it comes to their shows. Because if it's not like a 10 out of 10, then people say it sucked or it fails. And it's partly due to just the history of pay-per-views that they've given us and how amazing they've been. So it's kind of unfortunate that people think if it's not like a 10 out of 10 show, then it's not good. Because it was a good show.
Yeah, I think it was. it was a little for an AEW pay-per-view. It just wasn't as good as normal.
Right, like it's not your typical like 9 out of 10 AEW pay-per-view, and that's okay. Like not every show is going to be, and people need to understand that not every show is going to be the best pay-per-view that they've ever done or like the best show in the world, and that's okay.
Exactly.
But I mean, I thought it was still a good show. We can run through the card here. Not worried about pre-show matches, but first we had Adam Copeland and Christian defeated Killswitch and Kip Sabian. I didn't care for the match. It was fine. I'd say it was just a solid match overall. Nothing special happened. I mean, Edge and Christian first time tagging in years, so that was pretty cool. But other than that, match wise,
the match itself wasn't. It was more of a nostalgia thing than anything.
Right. Now, I am looking forward to what's coming up a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
Edge and Christian versus FTR, but we'll talk about that when we get to the all-out preview, which is great. So, just a fine match. Next, we had Kyle Fletcher defeated Hiromu Takahashi in a TNT title match. I love this match a lot. I thought it was great. One of the better matches of the show to me. I mean...
Yeah, you just took the word out of my mouth. It was probably one of the top matches of the show.
Kyle Fletcher is he's insane. He's so good. He's proven time and time again how huge of a rise he's had. It's crazy. Like I'd consider him up there in the top tier of wrestlers in the world right now.
I'd agree.
He's proven it time and time again over the past year, and I think it's silly to say otherwise, frankly. Obviously, Hiromu Takahashi, New Japan junior heavyweight legend. So I like the clashing of styles that they had too. Like Hiromu's kind of like the smaller, quicker guy, and Fletcher's a bigger, like more powerful guy. So I feel like the clashing of styles always works well.
Yeah.
Next, we had a Fatal 4-Way. Mercedes Moné defended her TBS championship against Alex Windsor, Bozilla, and Persephone.
It was an alright match. It wasn't It wasn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting more?
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
yeah,
I thought it was a pretty good match. I won't say great.
yeah. I don't think the match was bad. I don't think. I just think it was good. I think it was good, but I was expecting a little bit more. What the is going on with my life today?
I was saying Undertaker versus him.
uh,
I like the dynamic of how Mercedes just got thrown around like a ragdoll all match, and she was just kind of like the
mhm.
spot monkey,
Yeah.
and letting the other women kind of take the shine.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like the match worked well in that format, and frankly, like it's what it should have been because everybody else was bigger than her.
Hmm.
So Bozilla's like 21 or 22 years old, and she's monstrous.
Yeah.
She's like an Amazon. It's crazy. She's huge, dude. I'd be horrified to take a bump from her, but um, yeah, I thought the match showcased all four of them pretty well. Um, there was nothing that just like wowed me though, you
Hmm.
know.
That's yeah, kind of what I was getting at. Just nothing stood
But
out.
right, pretty good match nonetheless. Um, Also, it was Mercedes Monet's like fourth match in 4 days or something. Um,
It's intense.
so I mean, props to her for. I
Yeah.
know wrestlers do that all the time. They wrestle a lot of matches simultaneously, but like props to her for she loves the grind. So
Hmm.
next we had Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Nigel McGuinness for the IWGP World Championship. Very very good match.
I'm about to say I enjoyed this match. I saw this match get a lot of hate on the internet. I didn't.
Really,
Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter.
really.
People not liking it. That was one of my favorite matches of the night.
See, I saw a lot of people that enjoyed it and say it was probably the best match on the show.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
I would agree.
I loved it though. I
I
mean,
wouldn't say the best match on the show, but it was definitely up, maybe second best.
right
Mm.
up there with the best matches on the show, I'd
Yeah.
say. Um, but I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness is continuing his revenge tour, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him getting a good like proper send off. Assuming he's probably not gonna have just two matches here and there or whatever.
Right? Yeah, I love the match, so I'll probably end up going back to rewatch it. I haven't, so it's escaping me a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
like the matches or like the sequences and stuff. But the Nigel McGuinness like celebrating and then turning around with the lariat like stuck out to me so much. Just like classic Nigel. I loved it. Um, Next we had in the most shocking upset of the night, I think, Bro Dito defeated the Hurt Syndicate and FTR to become the new AEW Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, that was a real shock. I remember kind of on the prediction episode, you kind of made a joke about it, like, what if this happened? It was so bizarre thing, and then it actually happened.
I was so happy, dude. Like, I jumped up and down. I'm not gonna lie, I jumped up and down. I was so excited. Like, I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
The easy choice was, okay, FTR is gonna pin like Brodito or something to win the
Hmm.
titles. It just made that was the most logical option. But I am so glad that they didn't go the logical route here and went with the fan service option, if you will.
Hmm. Yeah,
I think it worked out so much better this way
I agree. I 100% agree.
because now FTR and Edge and Christian don't have to be for the tag titles. We'll get a different tag title match. AEW's tag division has come on a rampage this year.
Yeah,
They've
it's
really
definitely stepped up.
come back strong after they've struggled ever since like 2022, 2023.
Hmm.
So I'm really glad to see them rebounding like this.
Yeah. I'm just curious what it means for Buddy Matthews. I mean, you
Yeah,
gotta move on wrestling. Shit happen. People get injuries. You gotta move on. Brody shouldn't
right,
suffer because of that, but I'm interested in what it could lead to. I
right.
don't know how. From what I've seen on social media, I don't think his injury is recovering as well as it should. I thought I saw
Yeah,
something
I've been
about
seeing.
that. He said that, I think. So I'm interested. Cause, I mean, there's definitely a story there. He comes back and pissed off that he picked someone up on a partner. I think
My
Buddy,
guess is
I think Buddy
eventually
Matthews versus Bandito would be fantastic.
it would. Oh my god.
I think Buddy
My
Matthews is extremely underrated.
100%, 100%. I think in an ideal fantasy world, Buddy comes back. There's tension, blah blah blah. Brodito ends up losing the tag titles eventually, and then Brody King turns on Bandito because that will Bandito is already super over, and that would just catapult him into like superstar. And then he can wrestle him one on one. He can find a tag partner, something like tag with like Mystico or tag with Brian Keith, who needs to break away and do his own thing. Just something. I think there's plenty of opportunities there for some cool stuff, but we'll definitely see where they go. All right. Next, we had Kazuchika Okada defeated Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified Championship. Match was good.
Yeah.
I don't think it was great, but
wow. I'm just like blanking out on these matches. Like, I know I watched the show, but like I'm barely remember. Like the tag match is the first one I can vividly remember.
Are you sure you watched the show?
I'm 100% sure I watched the show.
I thought the match was good. I like the limb work that Okada did to Swerve's knee, basically throughout the whole match. Obviously, playing off the fact that reports came out that Swerve's had been wrestling on a torn meniscus for years.
Never mind. This whole match just came back to my head right now. I'm good. I'm good. Work's been killing me.
I totally get it. It's been killing me too. So I'm gonna pull up my. Do I have my ratings? Yeah. Yeah, I thought this match was good. I don't think it was great. But something their chemistry just seems off to me.
That could be it. It could be it. I don't know, maybe because Swerve is injured. I mean, I'm gonna give him.
Right.
I know he's been injured for a while.
6 years.
Yeah.
He's wrestling on a torn meniscus for 6-7 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
like the absolute toughness.
Yeah, I didn't think that'd be physically possible.
Especially with his kind of offense. That's crazy. Like doing the Swerve stomp with
yeah.
The Swerve stomp off the top rope with a torn meniscus is nuts. But tough guy. So I'm hoping that obviously him and we'll talk about Ospreay a little later, but are going to be out for a while. So hope his recovery goes well. I did see that he did get surgery for it. So next we had Toni Storm versus Athena.
I enjoyed this match a lot. This match was really good too.
You did?
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Good. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'll be honest. I don't know what it was. It felt so slow, and it felt like it never really got going to me. Like it started to pick up towards the end, but then it just ended. Like it was picking up to the point where where I was like, okay, yeah, I can get into this, and then Athena tapped out, and it was probably my second least favorite match on the show, if I'm being honest, on the main card. Yeah, it just didn't hit for me, unfortunately. I thought it was good. I wasn't invested in it at all.
I'm kind of over Tony's title reign. I want something new. I'm not going to be one of the people who just turn on Tony. I know I've been seeing stuff like that recently. That's just fickle fans being fickle fans. But I think I'm ready for something new.
Yeah, I'm there too. I'm not bored by Tony by any means. Like I think what she's doing is fantastic, but she's been in the title picture
a long time
for like 2 years now. It feels like
dude.
Maybe
she had a year-long reign.
Is that the one that Mariah took from her?
That was the one Mariah took from her, and she won it back. Had it for probably a half a year now. And it's
because
fourth.
Did she win it back from Saraya? So Saraya won it all in 2023. Tony won it back from her, I'm pretty sure. And then she held it all the way to All In 2024, where Mariah won it. And then she won it back at Grand Slam in February. It's been another 7 months. So like she's been in the title picture for a good 2 years now. So I'm also ready to move on. I'm interested to see what happens to her character when she does drop the title.
Yeah.
Is she going to keep the timeless gimmick? I feel like she kind of has to. Yeah. But she needs something meaningful to take the place of like just being the champion.
Yeah,
She
I got
can't
more
just
to,
go and do.
yeah, I got more for that, but I think I'll say that for the weekly talk. Something I think AEW could improve on.
Sure, absolutely. So yeah. Next we had a match that gets getting way too much hate, in my opinion. Hangman Adam Page versus MJF
That's getting
for
hate.
the world. Did you not get on Twitter at all?
I have not seen a single hate tweet for that match.
It's insane. People putting it in the conversation of worst match ever, calling it terrorism, and it's insane the level of ridiculous posts I've seen about this match.
I thought that was match of the
Um,
night.
really?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't go that far, but like, I totally wouldn't understand if you did.
Oh no, not match of the night. Holy shit! I just forgot the main event. Work is
Yeah, I was like, come on,
work is killing me. Oh man,
got screw loose up there.
dude! Oh, I'm telling you, man.
Long day, huh? I get it. But yeah, I thought the match was great. It was beating out their Revolution match up until I. One thing I didn't like was the whole, obviously the towards the ending sequence. MJF got the pin and Bryce just
Oh yeah,
disregarded Hangman's leg on the ropes.
It's been a while since we've talked. We haven't even talked about that. Yeah, shit.
It's been like 3 weeks.
We talk about stuff in the group chat. I think that's why I'm getting confused at why I'm seeing. I'm feeling a lot of deja vu. But yeah, that was bad. Dude, Bryce Wimber is a bad referee.
He's a bad referee. Seems like a cool guy, but like, my God, dude, like, don't make it so obvious, please.
That's the funny part. So he the foot, he jumps, foot goes up, and he turns his fucking body after you already obviously saw it. I'm like,
and then he's like, come on, man.
And I think what really threw it off, like, there was like never no bell or nothing. It was just
right. That was my issue. Like, he had enough energy to count to 3, but then he just didn't call for the bell.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally just count to 3 and then nothing.
And then MJF goes to hit. What does he go to do? I think does he hit him with a ring? No.
Briscoe. So Briscoe came out.
Yeah.
Randomly, like I know like MJF and Briscoe are feuding, but what did that have to do with anything? The ref clearly didn't call for the bell, and it was just so it was so jumbled and so confusing.
Yeah, I know he went to go do something when the ref was knocked out, and then Bryce automatically woke up to stop him for whatever he was doing. I can't, whatever it was, he just most unrefereed thing ever. Just got up as full of energy. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, but all that aside, the match I thought was great. Hangman and MJF are 2 of the best in AEW.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously the right winner. MJF's kept his contract though.
Yeah.
So he's still holding on to that contract, so we'll see what happens there.
It would have been the dumbest move ever for him to keep the contract but also be champion.
Right.
That's like winning the Money in the Bank when you're already whatever champ. Like, what do you do?
Right.
What do you do?
Obviously, if he would have won, I doubt they would have gone the angle they did afterwards, where where he got to keep the contract or whatever. Never mind. They did that to Dynamite before. Disregard. Forgot about that. The whole segment with Mark Briscoe and almost setting him on fire, committing murder on live TV.
Yeah.
All right, now for the main event. The main event, lights out steel cage match. Yeah. It was the Golden Lovers, so Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, and Darby Allin, the goddamn Avengers, versus the Death Riders. So it was Claudio, Moxley, Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. Just absolutely asinine match, insane match. Asinine in a good way.
Yeah. We talked about this before. I remember being concerned on how they were going to pull it off, and then you mentioned Cage just being around ringside. Yep. That was the best they did. That match, that was phenomenal. Actually, the whole match sucked. The gummy bear spot ruined it. They sold it.
Oh, you're right. 1 star. Star out of 5.
Ugh.
I absolutely loved the match. I thought it was amazing. I love the gummy bears. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. It was cool.
It's so I wasn't like watching Indies or PWG at the time, but I got it was a callback to a spot Nick Jackson had in PWG where
I don't
it was
know.
like the same thing. He like pulled out the bag and turned around, poured out the gummy bears, and then looked and was. And so that was an awesome little callback spot to
Mhm.
that. But bumping on gummy bears is hilarious too. Like, uh, oh Booker,
Mhm.
Booker T.
Yeah, it was an insane match, dude. It was a shit ton of
Yeah,
spots.
yeah, dude. Fucking Darby getting his ear gouged with a
Mhm.
screwdriver or
Dude, oh my
a
god, dude,
fork.
that was nasty.
Yeah. It was awesome, but also disgusting.
Yeah, oof.
Oh man,
And then
Osprey jumping off the top of the cage had me
we,
so worried too.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's another thing. Osprey, he's going to be out for a while,
yeah.
so
AW
very
lost two big
unfortunate.
stars. Arguably the two biggest stars, at
Swerve and
least
Osprey.
babyface wise.
Yeah,
Omega's out.
yeah, that's 3. I mean, it's tough, but they
It's
have the deep
wrestling.
roster to right. They have the roster to for guys to step up, and you see who's stepping up now.
Oh yeah.
Um, Jet Speed, Brodito, uh, Kevin Knight, Speedball have been amazing.
Hmm.
Obviously, like Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, you got basically the whole Don Callis family.
Yeah.
Um, Don Callis is like freaking Thanos with his infinity wrestlers.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, match was absolutely crazy. Um,
Hmm.
I thought the show was good. So,
Yeah, I had a good show.
what would you rate the show out of 10?
I think I'll give it, I guess, high 7, low 8 area ish.
I was around the eight to
Mm-hmm.
low 8, low to mid 8, so like 8.2, 8.3.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really good show, borderline great show. There was just a couple things that brought it down for me, but overall, yeah, I thought it really really enjoyable. I thought
Yeah.
so for what it was, but yeah, that's a wrap. Um,
Nice. We have the review for Clash in Paris.
yep.
Right. You have
I'll
the
let
card
you
load
take.
up?
I'll
All right,
let you take the.
I'll load up.
I watched the show. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Obviously, I know what happens.
Mhm.
But do you want me to go through it? I have it up.
I just pulled it up too.
All right. I'll let you
So yeah,
take the
first
lead.
match was Roman Reigns defeating Bronson Reed, which honestly was a better match than I expected. I didn't know what to go into it. Sometimes I feel I still underestimate Roman. He's not the best wrestler at all, but he's a good entertainer. And I think Bronson's a great wrestler. I think they paired very well for two big guys. You know how much we love our meat, so I was
Dude, everyone loves the meat.
damn right.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Chicago started when All Out 2023. We started the meat chants.
Yep. Yes, we
Not
did.
not us specifically, but our crowd at the show.
I'll take us. No, we started it.
We started it. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can prove that we didn't. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I expected Roman to win. I didn't see Roman putting over Bronson Reed. Probably should have, but I didn't see that happen. All right. Next match we had the Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis defeating the Street Profits. This match is all right. I'm really trying to enjoy the Wyatt Six, but
Not clicking for you.
it's not
I
clear.
get it.
I think what they're trying to do is not necessarily forced. It's just hard to live up to Bray's level. Because I
Right.
mean, if you really say all the names of this group out loud, minus the knowledge of Bray, you would think it's a job squad. Like this is not a
I'm from like the early 2010s.
yeah. Like it's really ain't that. I think maybe Joe Gacy is the best out of them all, but all of them is just not that great opinion. I think the SmackDown tag division is the best tag division in wrestling right now. But I do think that a weak link of it, and they are the tag champions right now. But we'll see how it plays off. Like I said, I like the promos. I think the promos are great, but you gotta do a little bit more in the ring. You don't gotta be the best wrestlers, but at least entertain me.
Right. Fair.
Next match was the worst match of the night. Was Becky Lynch defeated Nikki Bella. That was
Weirdly enough, this is the one I saw the most like clips and everything about online. So I feel like I'm qualified to give an opinion about it. Yikes.
Yeah. Obviously, there was a bad spot with Becky bouncing her head on the tables. Not good. And Becky's always been bad at those spots. She's always been bad at covering the head. Like, I get not smashing your head in the table, but god damn, I could have sold that better. I could have made it look better, and I've never spent a day in wrestling school.
I mean, you did take a chair in the back one time.
Yeah, I did. I guess so. I've gone through a table. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
No, when somebody gets their head bashed in the announce table, I need it to look like Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega when they did it at Wrestle Kingdom and Forbidden Door.
They didn't do much blocking though.
That absolutely ruined like those other spots for me. It's like this is the one. It's not that Kenny and Will.
Yeah, I mean the Nikki Bella match stands high, but cool for Nikki. She did take out her ex John Cena with the Enzuigiri kick from the corner, nailed him.
Yep, right in the face.
Yeah. I just ask, why is Nikki Bella back? What does she know?
Not only that, she's just so slow in the ring.
Yeah.
It's just,
I know Wade Barrett got a lot of flack for saying that Nikki Bella is desperate for attention to keep up with the new roster of women because they're a lot better than what she was around. He got a lot of flack from that, but tell me when he was telling lies. Like if you don't think the women's roster is 100 times, it's not 100 times better than it was back during her time. We're watching two different products. It's not even close.
Right. 10 years. Yeah, it's women's wrestling in general. In major, I guess WWE is the only major company. So women's wrestling in WWE has evolved so much in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know you mentioned. We'll talk about it when we get.
Yeah.
You'll talk about it.
But yeah. After that, I think we had Rusev defeating Sheamus in a good old fashioned Donnybrook match, which I thought was a fantastic match. I think this feud has been phenomenal. Sheamus and Rusev. I think they should put them as a team now, similar to how they did the Bar. Kind of, they had this banger feud. Now put them as a team. I think that'd be a great tag team for Raw because Raw could use some tag teams. But overall, the match, great hard-hitting match. Everyone knows Sheamus is not afraid to take a beating, so you definitely got beat the hell in that match. Rusev took some bumps. They did the Irish cross off the barrels and just beating everyone was the hell out of each other with anything around. But yeah, I really enjoyed that match.
Yeah, this is one that I'm definitely gonna try and go back and watch.
Mm-hmm.
So about the only match that interested me on the show. No offense.
You're good. And
don't yell at me, please.
And follow that was John Cena defeated Logan Paul, Alex's favorite wrestler.
My favorite, yep.
That was a pretty good match. A lot of cool callbacks. Cena included a lot of moves of people who he won't be able to face on a farewell tour, which I think is pretty cool to acknowledge people in his past. Like, at first, Logan did the zigzag. I'm like, that's a different move for Logan, but like, whatever. He pulls out random moves all the time. And then John Cena did the end of days. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then they proceeded to do a bunch of other moves. I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. So I'm like, at the end of the day, that's a very significant. Baron Corbin is really the only person to ever do that move. So I'm like,
yeah.
Which is a weird call for John Cena's feuds and whatnot. I would not have thought of Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows how much respect he has for Baron. Which is
cool. That's cool. I mean, that's awesome. I know Baron, was thought it was really cool, and he also found it unexpected. That's cool. Yeah, I'm quite the Corbin fan, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, overall, I thought the match was great. I'm glad.
Dave gave it a 4.5 stars.
I'm
More than I would ever give a Logan Paul match, but yeah, whatever.
But yeah, I'm glad Cena won. I was a little worried that Logan was gonna win, but I'm glad Cena's not losing on his retirement run to Logan Paul. He shouldn't. But Logan continues to prove that he's where he belongs. Hey, he's shown up. One thing
Is he
the
any
biggest complaint.
garbage?
My biggest complaint about Logan a year ago was him just not really showing up and then just doing matches. He shows up on weekly TV, and especially when he has something to book. So
Yeah, he's also a piece of shit.
I'm not a big Logan hater. I'm like, if he was to leave WWE tomorrow, would I care? No. I don't mind watching him wrestle. But I do have to retract on a statement I've made several times after these past few Logan matches. He does not do a better buckshot Larry than Adam Page.
Thank you. Thank you. It's about time your eyes are opened.
Yeah. At first, I thought it looked more smoother, but his has been getting a little bit more floppier, and yeah, I had to regress on that. I'm seeing the light now.
We're forgetting the real wrestler who does it the best. It's CM Punk, clearly.
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
Flawless.
Yeah, he's never botched it once.
No.
Did he ever hit it right once? Jokes aside,
I think he tried it like 2 or 3 times and he messed it up.
Yeah, he tried it twice and he messed it up one time in the match and tried it again and messed it up even worse. Props to him for trying a second time. If I would have failed the first time, I'd have been done. But in the main event was Seth Rollins defeated CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship. I thought that was a phenomenal match. I thought maybe match of the night. And I thought to give match of the night. A lot of great spots. Everyone got their stuff in. Crowd was fucking into it. Hell, Paris crowd.
I saw plenty of videos. The crowd was going off the whole night. Yeah.
And bunch of great spots. Seth jamming Punk's head into the chair. Obviously going to stomp. They had to try to kill him, but Punk pulled out and then hit him. Was going to hit him with GTS, and the good old Black Hoodie spot came back, and low blow to Punk, and Becky Lynch joined the division.
No, Vacant showed up.
Yeah. Becky Lynch came to save the day for Seth, which set up for what we'll talk about later. And yeah, but overall,
if you want to talk about it now.
Yeah, I'm cool talking about it now.
We can just flow this right into our weekly talk, and then do guess the wrestler and predictions after.
Yeah,
but
yeah, overall, I'll give the show an 8 out of 10. Wasn't nothing stand up. It wasn't a terrible show.
I'm not allowed to rate it because so
oh good.
Yeah, I have no opinion on it.
Oh good. But yeah, as you're saying, what led Becky siding with Seth led to the return of AJ Lee. AJ Lee made her return after 10 years. I was fortunate enough to be there live in Chicago to see it. Crazy fun. I honestly think, I've sat on this and I've watched videos on my phone. I think her return was a louder pop than CM Punk's. I genuinely think that.
And you were at both, right?
Yeah, I was at both.
Yeah.
From in-crowd experience, I think it was louder because, Punk did have some haters coming back WWE because obviously stuff that happened. He did have some boos. A little chanting his name before the show. AJ had obviously none of that. But yeah, overall, I think I'm not going to say it was the loudest pop I've heard. No, that's still Money in the Bank 2011. But yeah, that pop was insane. Seeing her come back down, do her thing. I'm a big AJ Lee fan. She's one of, if not my favorite women's wrestler of all time. My women's wrestler favorite changes by the week. My men's basically stays the same, but my women's top 5 changes by the week. But yeah, I'm happy to see her back. I'm interested how she does. It's great to see her back, but I think there's 2 things that we get to find out. if she can still go in the ring after 10 years, which I think she could. You know, there's been plenty of people to prove to be gone 10 years and come back as good. Or what I think a big test might be, you know, I thought she was great back then, but maybe she was just a big fish in a very small pond where the women's roster is a lot better now, where, you know, standing out is a lot harder, as we noted earlier with Nikki
Yeah,
Bella. But Nikki Bella was garbage in, garbage now, garbage forever.
right. Um, Speaking of that, people online, of course, pulling up AJ Lee's cage match ratings from 2015 or 2014, whatever, um, acting like, oh, she's not a good wrestler. Look at who she was facing. She was
Yeah,
facing Nikki Bella on the weekly.
Eva
Like when she
Marie.
wasn't facing people like Caitlyn or whatever, Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
Like who really was the competition back then? Like who did she
Yeah,
have to work with?
I think the best
Eva Marie?
competition. Yeah, like Eva Marie. Like I put in the group chat. Like I don't even think Will Ospreay could have a good match with Eva Marie. You know, I mean, Will Ospreay is like the greatest in-ring performer of all time. I think he could wrestle a mop or a blow up down and put on a 5-star match. But I don't think he could do it with Eva Marie.
It's just people got to. I don't understand why people got to be disrespectful. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's probably one of the best moments of her life. It's bringing back a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people. Why can't we just let those people be happy that they're seeing
Mm-hmm.
one of their favorites back after 10 years?
Yeah, it's simple as
Like
that. And
I don't get it. And obviously nobody knows how she's gonna perform. Like maybe she'll do great. I mean, I don't think she's the best wrestler out there, but that doesn't matter. Like she
yeah,
had it, and it was an amazing moment. Um,
yeah.
it got a lot of views, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And even like from a
Just let
personal
it
standpoint,
live, dude. Let
exactly. Personal standpoint, like it is well documented that AJ Lee had mental health issues, and she has always made that very well clear in her career. She said on Raw, went to therapy and whatnot. Got a huge pop of therapy, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think the big thing that I like to see about it is you definitely saw it on SmackDown is how much CM Punk and AJ are enjoying it as a couple.
right.
Especially Punk. He was like damn near in tears, just happy for his wife and whatnot. And I think that's cool. I think Punk has been extremely happy in this new run at WWE, and now he gets to share that with his wife. Like that's goals right there. Like that's
Bro,
living the
like
dream.
5 years ago, no one would have ever thought.
No.
Like Punk wasn't even back in wrestling at that point.
hmm
Who would have ever thought he'd be wrestling with his wife? Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
insane.
it's great.
Like
Like there's an image out there with Triple H taking a picture with CM Punk and AJ Lee, and I'm like, if you took a time machine and showed that picture to someone 5 years ago, they think you'd be the craziest person alive, or it's Photoshop, or I would have never bet in a million years that we'd be at this point.
right.
5 years ago, 3 years ago, like mind blowing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
happy.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and like you say, it brings nostalgia for back. Nostalgia is good. Again, it all depends. I know you asked. What about her becoming a champion? I'm very open to the idea of seeing her become a champion as long as she can still perform. I think that's a big factor.
Right.
If
Like
she
they
can still
shouldn't do it just to do it.
exactly,
Like make sure she can hang. Make sure she's in it for the long haul,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. I know she just signed I think a multi-year deal. And as long as she can still go in the ring, I think she deserves to have whether the women's world title or a mid card title. I think she deserves that because the only title AJ Lee had was the Divas title. And maybe it's just sound like a knock on Divas or whatever, but AJ Lee was never a diva wrestler. She's always been a woman's wrestler. I know that could be controversial, but I think it's a fair separation.
It felt like her Paige,
And
like
Caitlyn,
Natalia, always felt that
Caitlyn's
way.
out, yeah.
There was very few back then
Yeah, I'd agree.
that really separated themselves.
I think those are the major four. I think Caitlyn,
Yeah,
Paige,
Caitlyn
Natalia, and
too.
AJ Lee. Ironically, I think Natalia somehow trailed back to the diva side, which is very weird. But at that time, she was a very standout. But yeah, like Especially, I think Paige and AJ were the big ones. I think their matches were really good matches. AJ and Caitlyn were really good matches. I do feel like it's going to lead. I have a feeling Paige is coming back in the Rumble.
Yeah, I feel like that too. It's inevitable. It feels like at this point. I'm happy she got her like little run in AEW. The return, like her pop for her debut was crazy.
Yeah.
She won a title in front of 80,000 people in her home country, which is a super cool moment for her. But it definitely feels like she's going back to WWE at some point, which is fine.
Cool. And on talk to another person possibly going. Do you have anything else you want to say about AJ Lee before you transition?
Well, other than I know you said she basically helped start the WWE Women's Wrestling Revolution.
Yeah, I know that wasn't clear in the tweet. I thought it was pretty clear because I talked about divas. I guess that was on me, but whatever.
So literally, I think that's why I was like WWE star, like, but people, yeah, I was like in WWE with a little asterisk, just trying to clarify to people.
Yeah,
like,
I thought it was
we're not, because obviously we're not ignorant to women's wrestling outside of like WWE and AEW, but I mean, yeah, context given, it was obvious you were talking about WWE, but yeah, I mean,
I don't think she's the biggest trailblazer of all time.
No, that'd probably be Manami Toyota. I would have to guess, but Bull Nakano comes to mind. There's a lot. Aja Khan,
Santina Morella,
Fantina. But no, yeah. So it's nice to see like that she's getting the respect of basically pulling women's wrestling in WWE out of the trash. It's nice to see that she's like finally getting that kind of respect from most people. Obviously, not all. Some people are just dickheads. But
yeah, that's the thing I say. I want to see her get. I just really want to see her get a women's title.
Yeah,
I always thought she was beyond the term diva.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Also, as I was saying, people potentially returning to WWE. I think another one that's pretty not set in stone, but pretty close is Chris Jericho, which I'm excited for. Do I want to necessarily see him wrestle? Not really, but I kind of just want him back in the video games.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, like I don't care too much to see a Chris Jericho match, and at that point would probably be 2026. Not really. I mean, maybe one here and there, but not like something I need. I just wrestling game.
Whatever gets him away from AEW is cool with me. No offense. I love Chris Jericho, but like nothing. He just does not interest me at all, and from a product standpoint, I think what I'm interested in is just his mind backstage, if anything. But I know he still wants to wrestle. He still wants to do a bunch of stuff. So WWE feels like the best place for him. So just please no more learning tree talk or whatever. Learning tree show.
Because this probably, I'm going to say this and probably controversial, but obviously I think AEW needed him in the start, but I think AEW has outgrown Chris Jericho. I think Jericho needs AEW more than AEW needs him.
I'm 100% with you there. Like you said, AEW's outgrown Chris Jericho, and that's not a bad thing. Like, it's wrestling. Yeah. Companies are going to evolve. It's been 6 years.
He was great in his, the first few years,
Right.
AEW's been around for 5 years now. People get older. He's
6.
6 years. Yeah, you're right. 6 years. So he's been, 6 years. Part of the time, he don't lay down for anyone. And Jericho started that. God, he was probably in his mid 40s when he started that, or early 40s, and yeah, it got his attention from getting that TV deal. They got what they out of him. He got stuff out of them, and I think they both.
It was a mutually exclusive. It was a good mutually exclusive agreement in the first couple of years. They both helped each other immensely, and thank you, Chris Jericho, for doing what you did for AEW at the beginning, but bye-bye. In a non-disrespectful way. I'll always love and respect Chris Jericho.
Yeah. I get
Obviously.
you.
Yeah. I mean, who else could return to WWE? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Who
I
else could
know.
debut in WWE? I know there's talks about Britt Baker potentially jumping ship.
I'd be fine. I'm a big Britt Baker fan, so I would love that. And I like that. I like people jumping ship. I think it's good business.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna continue to happen. People are gonna leave and go. And it might happen where they leave, go, then come back.
Right. And that's
think
the most important part about there being a major player in a major second player in the United States. Obviously, like Japan's always an option. New Japan has the history. All Japan's got the history. But having another option in the United States for people who want to stay in the United States is so massive.
And make money.
Right.
Obviously, TNA's there, but the money's probably not there with TNA.
Yeah, no. The publicity is not really there either, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I mean, you see it with like Josh Alexander. You saw what he said. I'm assuming you saw the quote that he said.
Yeah.
It would have been easy just for him to go to WWE if there was no other big competitor. And now he said something about he went because of the roster and all the dream matches that he wants to face, guys like Kenny Omega and all that. Just giving the wrestlers those kind of options is such a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
and AEW's been on a killer run of free agent signings this year too. Yeah. I don't think any have been ex-WWE signings besides Isla Dawn. So it's nice to see that they're kind of looking for talent outside of that too, outside of that bubble. And frankly, they've been kind of some of the MVPs of AEW this year. Guys like Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey, Megan Bayne, Tekla. They've those four, I feel like, are the real standouts that they've signed this year that have had zero experience in WWE. So it's nice to see them relying on people like that too. So I don't know how we even got into that, but
I was just talking about
I have no idea.
Chris Jericho. Let's take Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
that's how we got that. And I think, I said people are gonna leave, come play the company, and I don't think it's bad. If you hate wrestlers because they go to a certain company, you have the problem.
Right. Like that's the definition of a tribalist.
Yeah, literally.
It's no secret I'm not a WWE fan. But if somebody goes there that I like, that doesn't mean I just don't like them anymore. I think that's a stupid, silly mindset.
Yeah.
I love Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
I love a lot of wrestlers in the WWE. But
yeah, the only thing I get tribalistic about is my video games.
That's all you care about. Yeah, it's the video game. You know what? You just need to get AEW Fight Forever and keep getting the DLCs. I don't even think they're making them anymore. Actually,
I don't even think Will Ospreay's in that game.
No.
I know someone Tony recently talked about it. He admitted that the game was a failure. Basically, admitted the game was a failure. But he said I don't really know shit about video games. It's not really. It's not. It doesn't look like a new one's in the works at all right now. But he said maybe in the future once we maybe know more about it, because there's no question that Fight Forever game was kind of a flop.
Oh yeah, and I don't think it was necessarily due to the quality of gameplay. It was more so due to just there was nothing. There was no substance in it at all. No replayability.
Exactly.
Nothing interesting to do. I feel like if they would have nailed all that stuff, given us a bunch of different storyline modes, a bunch of a GM mode, just a bunch of different modes and match types, there was just not enough substance in it to make it enjoyable.
Yeah, it was fun for a week. I had a shit ton of fun for a week. I think the controls of it weren't the best. I know they said it was a simpler control than the WWE games. Maybe it's because I'm so fucking used to WWE games. I don't think the WWE games controls are hard at all. But again, I've just been playing them my whole life, so maybe that's why I'm used to it. But the controls for that game, I wasn't a fan of. But I had fun with the gameplay for, like I said, a week or two. I beat this, Road to Elite? Yeah, I beat that twice in a day. I'm like, what do I do? What else do I do in this game?
Yeah.
But I also think that game has made 2K stepped up a little bit. The weapons in 2K have stepped up since that game. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. No. Not that that game was much competition, turns out, but it maybe gave them ideas. Like, hey, if they can do this, so can we. Which is what I love.
Right.
I just wish more wrestlers would do whatever the hell contract Billy Gunn and Jake Roberts have, where they can still be in the video games, but then AEW. Like everyone's got to figure that out. Everyone just give them all give Dean Ambrose a Legends deal, give Edge a Legends deal, give Ricochet a Legends deal, give all these people Legend deals just so I can have it in my video game.
I love the dedication to the video game for you.
or just add Spotify to the video game. I can go off of community creations. I just, as someone who likes to watch the entrances or do stuff like that, I just can't deal with the same generic song for everyone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Do they allow for imports for songs or no? That would make the game so much better because then you could have your own like AEW show in WWE.
If they just add that simple thing where you could import music, it would be the biggest game changer for me in a wrestling game. Like, you could not update a single thing about the game next year, but if they did that one little thing, it's a huge thing for me. It's so huge. Because, again, there's so many good content creators who makes these wrestlers look just like they're great, but just not having this theme song, it irks. It grinds my gears.
And like, imagine Kenny Omega not coming out to Battle Cry.
It's literally because I have Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, and they just have generic theme song. Like, it just throws it off. Because they even have they have Kenny Omega's entrance motion in the game. Like, they have the whole like, it's obviously Kenny Omega does the whole fucking it's literally his motion in the game, and they have that for so many people. They have it for Edge, and they add the motions in the game just because they let people create.
Yeah. Damn.
We're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
Maybe someday. Yeah.
Let's circle back.
Yeah, Dynamite's been on for 20 minutes now. Trying to avoid spoilers. Looks like a great show, but some other stuff. So we talked about AJ Lee. Let's talk a little bit about counter programming because I don't think WrestlePalooza might have been announced the last time we talked. I don't know if we went into it that much though.
We definitely did talk about that.
Did we?
I do have a short. We definitely did talk about it, but we haven't talked about what happened. The update. Of the time change.
Okay. So let's go into that. So, AEW Tony Khan announced that All Out's going to be available. First pay-per-view available streaming on Max at a discounted price of $39.99, so $10 discount. But they moved the start time to 2:00 p.m. Central Time. I know you like it. I don't like it. I'll let you talk about it first, though.
I just like it for two reasons. Well, I guess not two reasons why I like it. One reason I get it, it's a good business move. It's logical what to do from a business standpoint. But at the end of the day, that doesn't involve me, so I don't care.
You're right.
Yeah, I just like it because I can just watch both. That's what I want. I had this whole fucking rant last podcast how I was going to protest WrestlePalooza, but then they fucking dangled AJ Lee and me like, try us. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, and if it was happening at the same time, I would honestly, I would choose WrestlePalooza just for AJ Lee. If I'm being 100% honest, if I'm being 100, I would still watch All Out. I would watch it afterwards, but I wouldn't watch it live. But as someone who enjoys watching wrestling as it happens, this is great for me. I'm so excited. Like, I'm already got it planned out. My buddy's gonna come over and watch it. We're gonna order some. I'm thinking B-dubs and just a bunch of food.
Good call.
Sit down, start with All Out, and just go through and WrestlePalooza. Hopefully,
it's like 8 hours of wrestling.
I love that. I know some people don't like that much. I'm all for it. I
love it. Yeah. I could watch wrestling. I don't even care if it's a pay-per-view that I'm interested in. Yeah. Like All In was 6-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't care.
Yeah.
Sat, enjoyed it all. But yeah, you anything else you want to say about it?
Nah, that's about it.
My turn. I don't like it, and here's why. So, first of all, it gives off the perception that Tony's just kind of a bitch, and I don't think he is. I don't think Tony's a bitch. maybe a little bit in some instances,
I
but
know what you're thinking of.
um,
Oh.
when he's not fearing for his life, I don't think he's. I don't think he's. I don't think Tony
Yeah.
Khan's a bitch of a guy. He seems like a great dude. I
Oh,
would
you
love
seem like a
to just talk to
genuine
him.
great dude.
His wrestling mind is insane, and I would love to pick his mind. But it gives off the perception that he's scared
Mm-hmm.
of WWE, and that's like the main reason I don't like it is because now it's going to happen again and again and again and again, and you can't just sit and let your show be bullied by the bigger company. I don't think it's a good look perceptually. The perception of it is not good in my opinion. So that's the main reason I don't like it. There's another main reason I don't like it is because how many people that have already had tickets had their whole day or weekend planned out? Like, okay, we got this scheduled at noon on Saturday. We got this scheduled at 2 o'clock, and then we're gonna do that and go to the show at 5 o'clock or whatever.
Hmm.
How many plans do you think it ruins? Or like, what if
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
flying in at noon,
that's
expecting a
true.
7 o'clock show, and then they'll be late to the show? Like, I just think that's not good business.
I
To
think I would say not good business. I would say ignorant business. So I think him moving is 100%
ignorant, not
business.
good. Either way, I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna no doubt people are gonna be pissed off.
Oh,
Not all people,
100%.
obviously, but you're pissing off your fans just so you can try and get a couple more buyers for your pay per view. Basically, is what it feels like.
I think uh, Eric or Devin might have said it. Maybe Max kind of pushed into that.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and I mean,
If
I
so,
know,
I get it. But I think it's weird timing, dude. It's literally both WWE and AW are starting on a streaming service at the same time, which is cool. Obviously, the whole Max stuff has been announced for a while, but like we got no news about it, and it all just came just like that.
right,
So I wonder if Tony Khan like pushed like, hey, I want to start being on Max now. Like we got to figure this out now because WWE is gonna be on ESPN,
right, and now
and maybe Max like, okay, we'll do this, but like we don't want to compete with WWE and ESPN. That could be
it's
it.
that's definitely possible. Um, it doesn't give off that perception.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Somebody sees it right away, and they're going to be like, "Oh wow, like he's letting WWE bully him."
Yeah,
And
I get where you're coming. I agree with you where you're coming from. I just hope and pray this doesn't become a pattern. I don't want to see WWE bully them around. But
oh, if
again,
it
I don't.
happens again, then 100% like
Yeah, yeah. I think it was intentional. It was definitely intentional this time. But I hope maybe they see backlash. Like we actual wrestling fans don't want that. But again, I don't think this is a WWE thing doing. Like, I don't think this is Triple H or one of the people in WWE. I think it's a TKO thing. And if we've learned anything from today, TKO is a bunch of assholes.
I was going to bring that up next, so we can finish this and then go into that. But um, yeah, I I mean it's pretty obvious. Like Triple H doesn't want them around either. Nick
Yeah,
Khan, I think it's more so Nick Khan though. Like Triple H,
yeah,
yeah, no, he doesn't. But Nick Khan is the one who's like, nah, fuck them. Like they're not.
yeah.
He's brushing them off like they're nothing.
Because
So I think he's a big driver behind it.
mm-hmm. When Triple H was in charge of NXT and they were going ahead, there was times where NXT moved from a night to Wednesday night to that. Hell, they moved the whole show in general NXT.
Yeah,
And yeah, I don't. I think Triple H would make his comments when people don't sign with him just to be a little petty asshole. But I don't. I don't know. I don't think he necessarily has a problem. Like I don't think he wants AW out of business. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know the guy.
yeah. No, I don't. I think you're right. I don't think he necessarily wants them like gone. I think he wants to push them around and
That
show them
could
his
be it.
boss essentially.
That could be.
But I definitely don't get that vibe from guys like Nick Khan or TKO.
Oh yeah, I
Like
think
Nick
yeah,
Khan just he seems like the like we want you out of here. Like we don't want you here.
yeah. And after obviously I still love WWE, but after what TKO has come out and said today, fuck TKO.
Yeah, I have the quotes. There's two quotes. So I just want to know your thoughts on them. So the first one, this is from the TKO president. So straight from the president of TKO, like literally top of the top guy. WWE is not where UFC is on its ticket yield, and we have some work to do here. Vince McMahon was pricing tickets for families and wasn't fully focused on maximizing the opportunity. And then he said, we're having a lot of conversations. We're going to maximize those opportunities both in kind, but most important to me is cash. Cash kills.
Oh, see, I didn't see that. That's even worse. I didn't see that one. Did you get that one a good bit?
Yeah. Straight from Mark Shapiro. Straight from the source.
That's scummy, dude. There's no way you can, as an everyday person like us, those rich people, whatever. But as an everyday person, there's no way you can defend that. That is such an ignorant and fucking arrogant and selfish and greedy fucking thing to say. Like, I'm an average, I wouldn't say I make decent money. I ain't rich, but I also ain't, I don't struggle. But I can't afford hundreds of dollars in wrestling tickets all the time. Like, right. It cost me damn near $300 to go to SmackDown this past thing, and I wouldn't do that for a show. But obviously, before the AJ stuff, it was mostly just to see Cena's last thing,
right?
And that's why I justified it a little bit because it's Cena's last thing. But from what he sounds like, it's only going to get worse.
Right, as bad as it is now, it feels like it's only going to get worse.
And I think the only way it changes if ticket sales go down, but that's the thing. We're still biting onto it. Yeah,
it's not happening at all. Ticket sales just keep going up.
Yeah,
and that it sucks because that just means that they can get away with it. Because people are just going to keep shelling out thousands and thousands of dollars to sit ringside for a SmackDown. $7,000. There was one ticket for a ringside SmackDown seat, and not even for resale. That was a direct to consumer. But
it's terrible.
It's insane.
It's I guess I used to have a dream of always sitting front row at a WWE show. I can't do it. There's no way I'm justifying spending $7,000 on a ringside for a TV show. I think the only thing I'd justify spending $7,000 for a wrestling show is front row at WrestleMania. Maybe we can have a discussion there about that. But even then, do $7,000, bro? That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Like I said, I ain't rich, dude. I don't have millions to spend. I don't have thousands to throw away like that. Like,
right.
I would say I'm your average, maybe a slightly above average income person. And I love going to wrestling shows. I've been to 45, 46 WWE shows. But, majority of those were prior to TKO. I'm not going to say, hey, bring back Vince McMahon. But if that's one thing he did, he made it for families. Is that supposed to be bad?
Right. Why is pricing something affordable for families to attend? Why is that a bad thing? That Vince McMahon was pricing tickets for families and wasn't fully focused on maximizing the opportunity. That irks me so bad. That statement is frank. It's disgusting.
It's terrible, especially when you're saying Vince McMahon ain't capitalizing something. Vince McMahon, no secret, not a great guy personally. He has done his scummy business stuff too. But to say, to say that he wasn't doing it right, even though Vince has done plenty of scummy business stuff, where's your bar? Do you not give a fuck about the average person at all?
That statement says no.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely not. It's basically saying fuck your family. All I care about is dollar bills. That's what that statement is saying.
That's such an ignorant thing to say. How can you? I don't get as a person how you can say something like that out loud and be like, yeah, that was the right thing to say.
It's I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna mean it.
Yeah,
what in your mind? What in your mind? I don't know. It's
even Stephanie freaking McMahon advertised a VPN service on her podcast. Yeah. Sure, maybe she doesn't know what a VPN is and probably really messed up, but
yeah, aren't those illegal?
Yeah, dude, she would have said advertise a VPN service. I'm like, and I was saying, I'm like, somebody tells me Stephanie just got paid to say something that not knowing what it was.
It's funny as hell. Um, but yeah, I can't
It's
get
terrible.
behind that at all.
I don't care how
0%.
big of a WWE fan you are. There's no way you can just. I mean, I know me. I'm a big WWE guy. I love the WWE, but there's no way that's not WWE. That's TKO. That's a separate thing.
Oh
And
yeah,
so obviously they own WWE, but that is the granddaddy of all. That's UFC and WWE. And I know UFC events are expensive to go to, and I couldn't spend $500 to sit in lower, bro.
yeah. It's insane. Like if Triple H was truly running the show, I don't think this would be an issue.
No, I don't think so at all.
If Nick Khan was running the show, I could 100% see it.
Oh
He's
yeah,
that kind of business douche. Um, but yeah, so fuck TKO, always and forever.
yeah.
But
Yeah, do that. I've tried to defend you. I'm still glad they bought it over Saudi, but damn, dog, like y'all suck.
yeah, first of all, wrestling is not. It's never going to be mainstream. I'm fully convinced
Oh,
that I don't think wrestling is going to be mainstream again, like it was in the '90s, in
I
the
think
late
it's
'90s.
mainstream now.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, go up to interview 20 people on the street. How many of them have heard of Roman Reigns?
That'd be an
Not many.
interesting thing. I might have to put that to the test.
Put that
I'll
to
put
the
it to the
test.
test.
Just
I don't know
random
what I'm gonna
people.
do with that, but yeah, I think I put that to the test.
Like if you do the same thing but mention Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold Steve Austin or even like The Undertaker, most people are going to know who you're talking about. People
Mm.
aren't going to know like today's stars. They're not going to know Seth Rollins or Roman. They're not even going to know like Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay, like the biggest stars in AEW. It's just
I think
Wrestling isn't to that level.
I think Roman, I might get away with. Seth, I don't think so. I think at that I would say you're right. Seth, I don't think so.
And he's like
But
the biggest wrestler, and he's
yeah,
like one of the biggest stars in the WWE's got. It's
I
just
think Roman. I've heard some. Not, I've talked to some people about non wrestling. I've asked them that question, and Roman's a consistent one. I'll say the two most consistent people I've heard of people saying, "Which current wrestlers have you heard of?" It's like Roman Reigns and The Miz.
okay.
Honestly, God, that is I've gotten. When I talk to non wrestling
You just
fans, they
talked
go,
to a bunch of Marine fans, okay?
yeah, I guess so. The MTV fans, or I guess I mean, the Miz has done a lot of outside stuff. I don't know. Yeah, the Miz is someone I've gotten a lot from people who don't watch wrestling. They say his name. It always throws me off. I'm like, oh, that's not what
Yeah,
that.
that's not what I would expect. But like CM Punk is what I would expect because
Yeah,
he does a lot like for the city of Chicago in general.
I think that would be hard for me to ask people around that. Being living in Illinois, I think CM Punk
Right.
might have a better name around here.
Yeah, I don't see that. That might be a fun discussion to get deeper into another time. We
Yeah,
don't really have the time right now. It's already
no,
7:37, so
yeah,
um, a couple of pay-per-views are coming up next weekend, obviously. So if you want, we can talk about those, and if you want to push our top five off till next time,
yeah.
or if you want to just do it.
No, we can push the top five for next time, but it's all as long as we still do guest first.
Right. Yeah. So let's do Guess the Wrestler first, and then we can talk about All Out WrestlePalooza.
All right.
Um, I don't think I've done this wrestler before. I hope not. I don't think I have.
I'm gonna we set this new way we're doing it. The
Right.
ones that you've done is that you've tested me is Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk.
Okay. Yep. So we're good.
Yep. You want me to guess first, or you want to guess first?
Oh, it doesn't matter who guesses first. I have accomplishments up, so I'll just you can guess first.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. We got this wrestler is a two-time IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion. Obviously, that's probably quite a few people. Well, it's not
Kenny
that many
Omega.
people. No, good guess though. Um, one-time WWE champion,
Ooh,
and this is just the WWE Championship.
okay. Um, one time, I will just pass for now.
All right. One-time WWE United States champion. It's kind of a tough one.
Yes.
It's,
I'm gonna go.
it's
Huh?
very inside the box.
Okay.
I feel like.
One time. I'm going to guess. Is it AJ Styles?
It's not AJ Styles.
Oh, he's a two-time WWE champion. All right.
He is a.
Say the next one.
I think you probably got it. He is a Grand Slam champion in the WWE.
Dean Ambrose, John Moxley.
It is. It is Dean Ambrose. Yep. Good guess, or not guess, but you knew it for sure.
There was a moment where you saw the light bulb hit.
Yep. AJ Styles wouldn't have even been possible because the IWGP US Championship wasn't even a thing until like 2017.
True.
So
true.
Yeah.
He's a two-time WWE
But
champion.
yeah, that's a good guess. Good job. You got it in 3 or 4? Four of them.
What was your next one?
The next one was going to be Money in the Bank winner.
Okay. All right.
All right.
You ready?
Yep. How bad can I lose today?
I think you might be able to get this one. All right.
I'm horrible when it comes to stuff like this because like
But
when
I
it's hard for me to break out of like who I'm focused on.
All right.
So let's do it though.
3-time WWE champion, specifically WWE champion.
Specifically WWE.
Yeah.
Is it Seth Rollins?
No.
Okay.
He is a 6-time tag team champion.
6-time tag team champion.
All tag titles in WWE tag team champion.
I figured that's what you meant. Yeah. Is it Kane?
No.
Okay.
He is a 1-time world heavyweight champion.
Stone Cold Steve Austin? No. I think he's had more world titles.
No. He is a 2-time Royal Rumble winner.
2-time Royal Rumble winner. It's not Randy Orton. Is it? It's not Triple H. I'm trying to think of 2-time Rumble winners. 2-time Rumble winner. It's not Cena. God, who else has won the Rumble twice? Is it Hulk Hogan?
It's not Hulk Hogan.
I know, I figured.
And fifth one, 2-time WWE Hall of Famer. Well, I think that should help nail it down.
Ooh, I think I might have a guess. A good guess.
You want me to read them off again?
3-time WWE champion, 1-time World Heavyweight champion, 2-time Rumble winner, 2-time Hall of Famer,
6-time tag team champion.
6-time tag team champion. Is it Edge?
No. You are going to hurt yourself here, buddy. It's the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Oh, god damn it. Edge is only a 1-time Famer, isn't he?
Yeah.
I really choked on that one. I'm assuming Shawn is in with DX.
Yeah, he is.
And by himself. That really hurts. Yeah. I don't like this format. HBK. When did he win? What years did he win them? I know it's late 90s.
Yeah, the 98?
Mid to late 90s.
7?
Was he back to back?
No, yeah, he was back to back. It was
That's what I thought.
96 and 95 has to be.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because Stone Cold won
97,
or did he win 97, 98, 2001? Or was he 98, 99, 2001?
No, it was 97, 98 because Vince McMahon won 99. That's a staple in my mind because that's the year I was born.
Oh my god. That's a tough one. But you know what? Let's ride. We ride at dawn. So, all right. Let's talk about these pay-per-views real quick because then I gotta eat dinner and watch Dynamite. And do laundry, actually. I gotta do laundry. Not good. All Out 2025. All right, so I got the All Out 2025 card pulled up here. Let's just run through this. We don't have to spend a ton of time. But as of now, this is the match card. We got Edge and Christian versus FTR tag team match. I'm looking forward to this.
Night.
Match of the night? Wow.
I'm already calling it.
Wow, that's high praise. I think it'll be really good though. I mean, for real life best friends, it's the chemistry is going to be great, obviously. So I'm looking forward to it a lot. Hurt Syndicate versus well, no, it's the whole Hurt Syndicate. So MVP is going to be wrestling again versus Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. I'm a big Gates of Agony guy. I like the Gates of Agony a lot. I think they need a push desperately. I'm all in on them being a part of the tag division and future tag team champions, along with Ricochet being a singles champion. Obviously, I don't know if I could see Ricochet as world champion, but 100% could see him as like unified champion or TNT champion or something.
Yeah.
So
I can do that. I'd be okay with that.
I think the match will be fine.
I think it'll be.
Yeah, Shelton and Ricochet, actually, they're having a singles match tonight on Dynamite. So I'm looking forward to that because it's going to give us a little taste of
I think that one-on-one match probably better than the tag match.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing about an MVP match in the year 2025 interests me.
Right.
It didn't really interest me in 2007.
MVP felt like the epitome of like, he's like the Karrion Kross of back then. It's like all entrance, and the entrance was so sick and so cool, and then he was good on the mic and whatever in the ring. Next we got Mercedes Moné versus a returning Riho. Nice to see Riho back.
Yeah.
So Tony Khan said, "You don't like Riho?"
I've always thought she's overrated.
Damn.
I never really got the hype around her.
Fair enough.
I think it's so obvious how this. I think they're really just feeding Sasha right now. My bad. Yeah. Feeding Mercedes right now.
It does feel like that.
To get that 500 and with 12 days or whatever it is.
Yeah, something. I think it's like less than 2 more months now.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised if she holds the title longer than like through the end of the year. But yeah, this obviously is good. I mean, who knows? Maybe it could be like Magneto. It could be Riho becomes the new TBS champion. I'm about 99% gonna say no, but all right. Next we got Timeless Toni Storm in a fatal 4-way defending her championship against Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Tekla.
That should be a good match.
Should be a real good match. So obviously all 4 of those women have been balling out. Hayter kind of just came back, but really looking forward to it. I know Hayter and Storm have history. Tekla and Hayter obviously have a little history because Tekla's the one who injured her. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pulling for Chris Statlander here, though.
I'm about to say you took out of my mouth. I would love to see Statlander win the match.
It's
a good time to take the title off of Tony.
Yeah, and she doesn't have to get pinned either. I think the perfect scenario to play out would be how they've kind of been teasing Stat joining the Death Riders for a while. If like Moxley or Yuta or something helps, or Marina even helps Statlander win the title. You don't like that?
I just want Mox away from the Death Riders.
That's fair.
I just want Mox back. That's just fun.
Mox has been Mox though lately.
He has been lately. I feel like if he can get away from the Death Riders, we'll get more of that.
That's fair.
I don't necessarily hate the Death Riders. It probably sounds selfish, or I just have a specific thing I like. Specific Mox I like, and I just like that. I want
this Mox
fight everyone and fight. I don't need someone to help me win. That's the Mox I love. Like I know people always say, "Oh, come back to WWE." I'm like,
nah.
Like as much as it'd be awesome for video games having the Shield. That'd be pretty cool. Shield Union, that'd be pretty cool. But other than that, I have zero interest in seeing him in WWE. I think he's the perfect fit for AEW.
Right. I mean, he's the ace of AEW.
Exactly.
It's been proven time and time again. One thing I will say about Mox is, and this will kind of lead us into the next match, but if we got the Mox that's been happening since, like in the past couple months, like since he lost the title, if that was the same Mox that was champion, I feel like the Death Riders Mox World Title reign would have been seen so highly.
Probably.
And it's unfortunate that we're only now getting the Mox that we wanted that whole time. But, better late than never, I guess. Which leads me to the next match. It's Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin in a coffin match.
I don't really care for casket-style matches like that, but just the idea of them beating the fuck out of each other in a match with no rules is going to be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
100%.
I'm excited.
Darby's going to do some crazy shit.
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of people want to say this whole Adam Page has been the storyline against Death Rider. Like, nah, that's Darby's and Orange Cassidy story.
Right.
It's fitting for them more than obviously Adam Page played a big part of it and whatnot, but like to me that story has always been Darby's and OC's story.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the way back to last.
Yeah,
not a lot. Wrestle Dream.
Yep. Which I feel like you can make the distinction that while the story was Darby's, like Hangman was the best option to actually win the title, and Darby just helped that. Obviously, with his return at All In. I feel like
the champ, and now I feel like that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Maybe give him a good TNT run or something. Give him something. He just put your damn flag on Mount Everest. That man deserves a title.
Oh, he literally returned 2 months ago. He'll be a champion again.
I don't want to have happy. He should have right now. Give it to me now. I'm impatient. I just love Darby so much.
You're one of them.
I love Darby.
I feel like Mox should probably win this match because I feel like it's a little too soon for the whole destruction of the Death Riders right now. But like if they can build it to, I feel like All In next year would be a good place to finally like disband. But I don't know how they can keep the story going for another year.
Right.
So, but like that just feels like there's so much unexplored stuff. Like the whole Daniel Garcia stuff. It just feels like there's so much meat on the bone there. The same with the Chris Statlander stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like they have enough stuff to make it interesting.
Maybe make them like kind of like a face group, not necessarily like a good guy face group, like just guys who just want to beat people up. They don't necessarily need all the involvement in matches,
right?
And get rid of Yuta.
Yeah, yeah. To anyone wondering, James and I are no fan of Wheeler Yuta. That's for sure. It should have been Daniel Garcia in the group from the start.
I agree.
But, all right, moving on. Next, we got MJF versus Mark Briscoe in a stipulation match yet to be determined.
I think that'd be good. The feud has been phenomenal.
It has, yep. I mean, a man almost got murdered on live TV and set on fire. So I'm really looking forward to this match. Probably the match I'm most looking forward to on the show, if I'm being honest. So I'm excited to see what the stipulation is going to be. I know word floating around social media is that they're going to do a dog collar match, but we'll see.
I'd be down for a dog collar match.
Yeah.
I think they both have good histories of dog collar matches.
Right. I'd love to see something like a ladder war match or something. Bring back the ladder war. I know they tried it with Mark Briscoe and Chris Jericho, but I feel like that didn't need it. Part of the Jericho stink. All right, and next we got the AEW World Championship match: Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher.
I'm excited for the match. The idea of the match. I think it'd be good for Dynamite. I think it's a pay-per-view quality match, but they're both champions. I don't see the point of this. I don't. It's not what I would have chosen. Like I think obviously both great wrestlers. If Fletcher didn't have the TNT title, I'd be little more intrigued. I think it's super predictable. Well, like we said, not predictable necessarily isn't bad. I just think they could do something. I just feel like the TNT title sometimes just gets forgotten about and not used as well.
Yeah, I get it. That was kind of my only gripe about the match too. Is like now Fletcher's not going to be defending his title on the show, which I get. Yeah, it's like the TV title, but I think Fletcher's done a great job of making the title feel important.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see it defended on pay per view, but to me, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I mean, these are like my two favorite guys in AEW, so like I can turn this one.
Exactly. That's the only gripe I had, just the title situation. You know, on paper, those two in the ring, it's going to be phenomenal. No doubt about it.
Right. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the match, but yeah, that's it as of now. Obviously, Brodito should have a match for the tag titles. Don't know who, but I'd like to see Jet Speed versus the Young Bucks get added. I think that would be awesome. Or even the Young Bucks versus Brodito versus Jet Speed in like a 3-way for the tag titles. I think there's a lot that they can explore there, but we'll see what route they go. And now moving on to WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, I got that all up to unless you do.
That's fine. I have it up too, but you can go through it if you want.
All right. So, say a match within the house. All right, for the first match, we got the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso versus Division of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I think that should be a phenomenal match. The Usos being back together. Their first promo being back was great. You know, the way they did the promos of one like kind of finishing each other's sentences and feeding off each other. And it was great seeing them back as a tag team. I think it's great. This should be a fantastic match. I mean, the Usos together are just better. Like they both perform better when they work as a team. And obviously, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are incredible talents. So I think as a tag match, it should be really, really good. I do hope that the Usos come down with the Usos theme song. Because on Raw, they came out with Jey Uso's theme song. It just me, Us don't make sense when it's not just him, Us.
Right.
And
yeah.
So I hope they come back with the Usos theme song. That's Banga's song. I mean, it's very similar to Jay's anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be good. And the match that might happen, might not happen, Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquera for the Women's World Championship. I know on Raw, Adam Page said, Jesus Christ. Adam Pearce said the match wasn't going to happen because Stephanie couldn't get the contract signed. I think maybe either it would be Io Sky versus that match will still happen, or then Io versus Asuka. If it's Io versus Stephanie, I think it'll be either way. It's gonna be a phenomenal match. Whatever the outcome comes to, it'll be a phenomenal match. Io Sky, in my opinion, she's the best woman wrestler in the world right now. And keeping knowledge, it's going off my watching only AEW and WWE. I don't watch too much New Japan, but I'm a
best in North America. I think it's fair to say.
Io Sky, I'm a huge Io Sky fan. I would almost say like she's just top 10 in the world overall, like including men. But I'm just really, really high on Io Sky. I think she's phenomenal. Next match I'm looking the most forward to is Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus CM Punk and AJ Lee. As stated before, this is like damn near, I guess, a dream match. I mean, Seth Rollins and CM Punk are in my top 5 male wrestlers of all time. AJ Lee is in my top 5 women wrestlers. Becky doesn't make the top 5, but Becky, I enjoy Becky. I think she's great, and I think this match has potential as long as everyone can still basically, because we know Seth, Becky, and Punk can still perform. As long as AJ can still
Seth and Becky can perform, yeah.
As long as AJ can still be good in the ring, it should be a phenomenal match. It'll be very heated. Obviously, Punk and Rollins, have their beef. AJ and Becky are starting to cook some beef, so that should be. I think that'll be a great match. I'm super excited for that. Like that match alone sold me for the show. Like,
no Seth Rollins title defense though.
That is one negative. That is. I was about to say that's one negative I have.
Okay, put the title on the line.
That's what I'm saying. Put
Okay.
both titles on the line. Put that women's Intercontinental title and the whatever title on the line. Put it like that would be. I think that'd be cool. I think making it match more even more interesting. I'd be okay with Seth dropping the title to Punk already. I don't give a fuck. Or
Right.
maybe not. Have them win. Have AJ lose on her coming back match. Or maybe a sleazy win or something.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, I don't think. After
that's probably why they won't make it for the title, because I don't think they should put the title on AJ right away. But we'll see.
If I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, if that women's world title match doesn't happen, there's no other title match on the show. I mean, obviously that's still a week and a half away. So, but we need some title matches.
Cody definitely will have something.
And, Cody and Drew, maybe.
Yeah, Cody and Drew, or Cody, Drew, and Orton and triple threat is what my possibility. And what might be probably the main event is John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
You think that'll main event?
Probably. Maybe not. Maybe AJ Lee will get that main event.
If they're smart, AJ Lee will be the main event.
I'd prefer that main event. Personally, honestly, I mean, I don't hate Brock Lesnar. I've said before, innocent to proven guilty, but I'm not going to touch on that again. I just don't really care to see another John Cena versus Brock Lesnar match.
Right. Leave it in 2012 or whatever.
Yeah. It doesn't. 2012 and 2014.
Yeah.
It doesn't appeal to me. Like, it just. I get Brock Lesnar is one of John Cena's biggest feuds, all the way back to the Ruthless Aggression era. It's not. Like I said, I don't mind seeing Brock back. There's other Brock matches I want to see.
Yeah, I totally get it. Brock versus Gunther and Brock versus Braun Breaker are really the only two that I care to see.
Same.
And then he can fuck right off.
I'd be okay with that. Like I said, I don't hate Brock Lesnar, but I don't think WWE needs Brock Lesnar. I think WWE's way past Brock Lesnar. I think we're on the same ball. I want those two matches. And after that, like nothing really else that would,
Yeah, as of now, that's all it's now. Right.
Yeah, that's all the card is now. So we'll think a pretty decent card. We still got a few weeks to stuff. Like I know some things. It looks like we'll probably get Penta versus Dom for the Intercontinental title. Maybe Rusev in there. I know Rusev and Penta had a segment on Raw. Some people are saying Styles and El Grande might have a match. Yeah.
Dragon Lee. I know. Didn't Dragon Lee help AJ Styles on Raw? There was a SmackDown or something. AJ Styles. Did I not say AJ Styles?
No, you're right. That's just a tag team name, AJ Lee.
Oh.
That's what Punk posted on Instagram. After the segment, he took a picture with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee and just put AJ Lee. I'm like, that's corny and awesome, and I love it. Yeah. So that's the show.
That's the show. We're going to have a full Saturday of wrestling. I know you're going to be watching both. I probably will not be, unless my friend has the ESPN subscription. But I do not care to subscribe myself. So
I get it.
But there's only one other thing I want to talk about before we get going. I know we'll push our holiday segment to next week or whenever our next episode. But Skull Vikings, let's win this game. Skull. Sorry, I had to do that before.
I've done this whole podcast. We see this, past hour, 38 minutes, and I just realized, the whole for those that don't know, obviously Alex is a Vikings fan. I have the unfortunate of being a Chicago Bears fan, and man, you got everything. And to anyone who watches football and probably knows what happened on Monday, we were kicking their ass the first half, and then the second half happened. Most of the fourth quarter happened, and the Bears are gonna Bears.
Nah, man, that's all the magic of JJ McCarthy, baby. JJ gonna JJ. That's what the term should be.
And I'd rather say that. Maybe JJ just that damn good, and the Bears aren't gonna have another disappointing season.
I think the Bears will be fine. I think it's just gonna take some time to adjust to a new system. Like that always happens when you get a whole new coaching staff and everything. So
Yeah.
it takes
What I
time.
Ben Johnson, he took he took the blame. Fucking a previous dumb fuck blamed everyone but himself.
Was that Eberflus?
Yep, dude.
God,
Every
he
interview,
was
dude,
so
it'd be
trash.
the most
He was
bullshit
so bad.
excuse. Like this, I don't know what we could have done better. I like what we did, even though we got our asses kicked. Dude, he was the worst at interviews. He would never ever take the fucking blame. Some of the dumbest play calling ever, dude.
He was horrible.
He was so bad.
Even as a Vikings fan, like as much as I loved it facing Eberflus, like I'm glad that it's going to actually be competitive again.
Yeah, because we still have the best division in the league.
Oh, easily. I'm not even. I'm comfortable saying it's by far the best division in football.
Yeah, I think. It's because I think candidate teams like as long as the Bears can not be ass, but even if minus the Bears, just the Vikings, Lions, and Packers alone. Much as I hate the Packers, I mean, it's a great division.
They look damn good.
They look really good.
I think Lions losing all of their coaching staff and like one of their best offensive linemen. I think that's going to hurt them more than people think. I'll be honest.
You're not wrong.
But they did not look like a competent football team on Sunday. And I know, like first game, all of that, first game, cool. But I don't know. Their offense did not look creative at all. It was very just cut and dry, very bland. I don't know. I'm not high on the Lions really this year. I think they could win 10 games, but I don't know about that even.
Yeah. So see, I'm excited for football to be back.
I think Bears Lions this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and Vikings got Sunday Night Football against the Falcons. So should be good. But I'm looking forward to the season, man. I'm so happy football's back.
This is a good time for sports right now. Football comes back, hockey comes back in a month, baseball playoffs start. This is like one of my favorite times in sports right now.
Right.
I'm a big
September, October is perfect.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Because I'm new into hockey, and hockey has been like I fell in love with hockey and baseball. Playoffs was really enjoyable. Also gives me the most stressed season of the year, time of the year, because Yankees in the playoffs lately, we just fucking choke it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm kind of like Cubs are gonna make the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna make any noise. So I'm whatever. I'll watch them, but
a quick thing as a Cubs and Yankees fan, I guess to give slightly off topic before we close the show. I just want to say congratulations on Anthony Rizzo on retiring. Yep. Obviously, major player for the Cubs. That's kind of what he's known for, is being the Cubs, win the 2016 World Series.
And wait, he played for the Yankees?
Yeah, that's a fair thing, honestly. When you look back at his career, he didn't contribute too much to the Yankees. I loved him having on the Yankees. It was the most toss-up, talk shit thing I could have done with Cubs fans. But yeah, great player, and I think his unfortunate injuries cut his career short. That's he got a bad concussion.
It's the back, dude. Yeah, I think it was his back that he was dealing with.
Yeah,
it might have been Chris. He was dealing with a bunch of different injuries. But it is unfortunate. He's my favorite Cub of all time. So super happy for Anthony Rizzo. Gonna miss him, obviously. But thank you for 2016. Sorry, Simon. Screw the Guardians. Or screw at that time, the Indians.
Yeah.
Which I don't think isn't offensive, but whatever. But yeah, so congratulations on your retirement, Rizzo. You went out a champion. So.
He did. That's crazy to think. You think he played for the Cubs and Yankees, and he went out as a champion, but he only won with one team. Most people you'd think he won with the Yankees. Nope.
Yeah, right.
Nope.
Oh man.
But let's get into it. It's crazy. After the 2016, dude, the Cubs, I would say team fell apart, but those players, they went everywhere, and none of them performed to the level. Maybe Schwarber's the best one out of them all. He definitely stood out.
Oh yeah, I think yesterday he just hit his 50th homer of the season.
Yeah,
like he's the one guy that's been consistent after he left the Cubs.
Chris Bryant went to shit. It's unfortunate. That's good. I hate the Cubs, but those are like the three Cubs players during that time I love watching: Rizzo, Schwarber, and Bryant.
Baez? No Baez?
I enjoyed Baez, but I didn't enjoy Baez as much as I loved those three.
That's fair. I feel like, once everything went to shit, everybody got traded, and the Cubs have been frustrating to watch since.
They've been good this year. This year they've been pretty good.
They have, yeah. They had a stretch there where it was a rough watch, but you know, I have hope. So,
All right.
but I guess that's it.
Yeah.
So we must bid you adieu, goodbye, mwah,
Mm-hmm.
and good night
Right.
from the People's Podcast. Bang.
Bang. Long episode.